Peace, family. We're getting ready to get it started. Tonight is going to be what? Greatness. Get ready for greatness. We'll get this party started in just 2 seconds. Peace. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, everybody? Oh man, I gotta clean my lens. I gotta get a fresher picture than that. I want it to be right. How y'all feeling tonight? I appreciate everybody for coming out for this greatness grand finale. Hold on one second, y'all might go away. I know somebody said you didn't do that before. You know what? Can I be candid for a second and talk to y'all? I've been wanting to do webinars for quite a while. I've been studying and studying and studying and studying. And I was like, you're an astrologer and you're studying, trying to figure out, like how to do webinars for people and teach astrology. And there's nobody doing a webinar on astrology. Like there's so many people doing webinars though. Oh, how you can be financially this, how you can get more traffic, how you can program the people to do this. Man, the training that they have to do one of these, oh man, it's a lot goes on. So I watched it, most of it, the stuff that I have, right? And I still do it my way. Because when we take it to class, before there was an internet, it was one of these, you see? And when I am looking at this, it's telling me the time is right, bruh. The time is right. So make a move. Make a move. If you're going to do something, man, put some action in it. And being able to read that and know what it says is so much of a benefit. Some people may not know who Coach is. I got to put my name up here. Of course, you all know I'm about to give everybody their shout outs. I want everybody to start turning their phones off. If you've been with me Sunday, Thursday, and Friday, you know that's how we do. Turn your phones off. Because we're about to learn how to read your own chart, your own astrology chart. Yeah, I like that. But I need to do it right. I'm a perfectionist. At times, it's that Virgo rising in me, right? Okay, so check it out. Turn your phones off. Let's get that established. Put the babies out the room. Close the doors. Close all your tabs out. Get your notebook out. Pay attention. Ask the mosquitoes and the little flying things to stop bothering you. All right? If you can't hear, you're going to have to switch over to another browser or refresh your screen. Okay? I am glad. Who's in the building right now? Let me see who I got to give my shouts out to. Big shouts out to Tina, Ashley, Tox, Karen, Anthony, Pamela, Kathy, Anetta, Cheryl, Nicole Moore, Nita, Touré is in the building. Get out the boxes in the building. Val is in the building. Jeremy Henderson is in the building. There's a lot of return back in the buildings. These are faithfuls right here. This is what I was looking for. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm going to finish my shouts out. I'm looking for those who can say, I'm coming to class every night. Or I'm going to catch the replay. But I wonder who's here live right now. Whoa. Falana Jones is here right now. He didn't call every class. Jomo is in the building. What's up? Sharika's in the building. Trevor's in the building. Katina's in the building. Miss Goddess Body is in the building. Oh, my goodness. Ashley is in the building. Essence Hayes is in the building. Tara is back in here. Darwin and the youth. Rahubat. Peace to the family. The brother brought his children. He brought his kids. He brought his kids to the webinar to learn this science. God is good. I'm going in tonight for the kids. Lisetta Acavito is in the building. Michelle is in the building. Kat is in the building. Kamal is in the building. Alma is in the building. Samuel is in the building. Is that Samuel Reynolds is in the building from the International Astrology of Black Astrologers? Wait a minute. I don't know. Walundra is in the building and Irene is in the building. If you have been with me all 3 nights, matter of fact, put the number up. If you came on Sunday and you came back tonight, so put the number 2 up. If tonight's your first night, put the number 1 in the chat room. If you've been here Sunday, however many nights you've been here. So if you've been here every night, you get to put the number 4. Put 4 in the chat, right? And then if you've been here only 3 nights, put 3. Like if you called Thursday, Friday, and tonight's your third, put 3. But if you've called everything, put 4 in the chat room. Let's go ahead and wake this thing up. Let's see who's in here popping right now. I want to know who is rocking with the coach tonight. And also, did everyone download the workbook? Download your homework. Download the free workbook that I have posted up. All right. So please, I'm gonna start polling y'all early. I also want to know why people are in here right now. I want to know why people are in the room. Why did you decide to come tonight and take this? Why'd you want to come in tonight and do this course? I see some 4s. I see some 3s. I see some 4s. I see Ashley with 3. I see Anthony with 4. Get out the box. Woo, woo, woo. Woo. Jomo is on number 2. Ashley, look at Kat. Val Rich. Kamal, first time here. Big shouts out. Karen, you ain't never late. I love it. Who said they've been here every night? Ashley said she's been here every night. Crunk up. Val, hey, I can't help it. That's how I do. Falona's in here. Andrea every night. Tura, Tara, Trevor 2 nights. Darwin said 3 the hard way. Catching up on the replays though. Have tonight's workbook, but I need the others. It's the same. I gave out the same workbook every night. It's the same workbook every night. And if you want to find out where the slides are, I'm going to give you the link to. You can go check out the slides as well. Samira's been in here 3 nights. She had to go chop up with Kevin Hart the other night. Last night. So I can feel that. Hey man, that's competition. He's funny too. He's using his astrology. Like I said, I got a lot of giveaways. Please take the poll. Let me see who's in here. Somebody, some deeper meanings in life, finances. I need more money. Somebody wants better relationships and more love. Got the children in the building. Life just can't be this hard, and I need some real answers on how to navigate out of this stage of my life. Tell me about it. I study astrology already, and I want to add on to my arsenal. Woo-hoo, I like that. And we don't have anybody who's just being nosy. And we don't have anybody who's a friend told me I needed to be here. I like that. I like the honesty. You see, I'm rocking my greatness tonight. I showed y'all at the beginning. Y'all got to get with Pharaonic, man. I got to find his website, Instagram. That's my man up in New York. Like, he doing big things. But of course, him and Get Out the Box TV. You know, this is a joint venture production with me and GetOutTheBoxTV.com. If you're not following and you're not on the newsletter for GetOutTheBoxTV.com, you're missing out on a lot of information. The brother is fire. Not just the clothing line, but just the information that he sends out to people who support him or people who, he's adding champagne to people's campaign. That's what it's all about. I'm here to add champagne to people's campaign. Now, you are welcome, Lucido Alveto. You've been here 1 night, but you can be able to catch all the replays. So if you sign up for tonight, you can get all the replays. If you want to go back and get Sundays, you can just go to CoachKEvents.info. And I have, www.CoachKEvents.info. I'll just put that at the top of the page. If you click that and just save it, then you'll be able to go back and watch Sunday's class, all right? I'm looking for people who got cameras tonight, just like last night. My man Jason, I wanted to definitely give him a shout out last night. He kept getting knocked off, so I saw he just raised his hand. I wanted to give him a shout out even before we get started. But if you want, I want feedback tonight, and if you have a camera And if you got a question, I will take a live question. If you have a camera tonight, you just got to raise your hand. Also remember that hit the button marked as question if you have a question and you want me to answer it and address it, because it pops up on the side. But I'm gonna try to stay focused so I don't be all over the place, so we can get through this so I can take more questions at the end. All right. Yes, y'all see Get Out the Box TV is in the building. Also the meditation. Like I told everybody last night, I also am I am a meditator. So I want people to join me in things that I like doing. I like meditating. I like astrology. So I'm giving you my meditation. This is the technique I use to meditate. It's the microcosmic orbit. It was taught to me by my grandmaster, Sunyata Saraswati. Hold on for a second. Oh, it's all right. I'm gonna show them to you. I'm gonna show them to you. I'm gonna show y'all who will put me in the game soon. Just hold on. All right. But please download the free download. Now just click it right now. It's gonna open into a new window and just bookmark that. All right. But get it tonight, because I think it's gonna expire in like 2 more days. So you need to get it tonight, or you need to get it tomorrow, or like as soon as this is over, or somebody can remind me at the end and I'll put it back up. But I want as many people meditating with me, because meditating plus astrology will give you another type of insight. How do I say this? This is like a public service announcement, right? When I'm studying the chart and I'm looking at conjunctions, or I'm looking at squares, or I'm looking at how transiting planets are applying to my natal planets, and then I can just say, okay, I want to think about just this one aspect. Like for me, the biggest thing going on right now is my birthday. And so I wanted to sit down and meditate on it and ask my higher self to bring me these answers. All right. Everything is not in the chart. Everything is in the chart, but you can't see it all because there's so much going on. There's so much going on. It's busy. It's busy. I can take my time, but this is like my map. I just get up in the morning. There's only a few things that I move during the week. I move the moon because it's the fastest moving planet. And I move Mercury, and I move the sun 1 degree. Everything else, I'm like, oh, okay, how's this going to affect me? Sometimes I may not move anything for like 3 days and just like focusing, and then I go and take my meditation in. And I know some of you are like, yes, I'm going to put up the link where you can get one of these boards. If you get a board, you have to send me a picture, okay? They have different colors and they have different prices. The most expensive one is that blue one. It's $100 and it's like $20 for shipping. So if you get the board, you got to send Coach a picture, all right? Because then I'll be like, yeah, wow, yeah. All right. So we see I got the poll up. No, just nosies. I also want to know, what's your experience with astrology? What's your astrological background with astrology? Jace is in the building. What's up, Lord?
Am I on?
You're live and direct. What's happening?
What's good, Coach?
It's all
What's
good,
up,
man?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk to the people, especially the people that's on the fence about joining the Moon Magic class or the 5-week astrology class. This is all for all the people that's on the fence. And a lot of people think they could just read a book and apply it. But that's not true, because, when you read a book, you have a lot of questions that you might ask, and you ain't got nobody to ask. You're not gonna know the questions. You're not gonna know the answers to it. A lot of times when I read a book, I have questions that the book doesn't answer. And this is where a master teacher comes in. I remember when I was reading The Jewel and the Lotus, and by Sunyata Saraswati, and it was all about breathing techniques. And I thought I had it down pat. I thought I had the breathing techniques down. And then I went to a weekend retreat he had. There you go. Go get the book. I went to a weekend retreat he had, and I was asking questions about the book, and a lot of things that I thought I was doing correct, I found out I was doing wrong, and therefore, it was just, and he also answered a lot of questions I had that was going on within the book too. So a lot of people, you can avoid a lot of bumps and bruises and trial and errors by having a master teacher, and that's important of the Moon Magic class and the 5-week astrology class you got going on, and just the information you're giving out, just like with the ascendant sign, and it's all about the first breath you take in. A lot of information online, you're not going to read that. You're not going to find that in a lot of books. A lot of people don't realize that the spirit enters the body with the first breath, and it also leaves on the exhale when you die in the last breath. But that type of information you're not going to learn through a lot of books, only through a master teacher. And we talk about breath, you're talking about emotions, you're talking about spirit. Astrology is all about a divine dance, and that's exactly what it is. And if you don't know how to dance, you can't read how to dance through a book. And if you don't know how to dance, you're gonna step on a lot of toes, and you're gonna trip over your own feet. And so that's where master teacher comes in. And I've been taking the Moon Magic class for about 4 months now, and I learned a lot. I thought I knew a lot, but I learned a lot more. And I'm glad to say that Coach Kaye is one of my master teachers, and that's why a master teacher is necessary.
Man, this dude right here. Woo. Straight humbling. Hey, those, oh man, hey. That's why I have to go so hard, because see, Jason is the kind of student where he's watching. Where is this at? He's got questions. My hands have to stay really fast because his hands are moving fast. His mind's moving fast. He's reading. He's out here like getting the real deal. Like, he's not saying like, oh, sex magic, blah, blah, blah. He's going to see them in person, opening his mouth. He's doing the reading, and he's in the front of the book. Like, a lot of y'all want to skip to the back of the book. Oh, look at the sexual positions. Ooh, wee, ooh, wee, ooh, wee. Listen, Sunyata said himself, the first 3 chapters in this book is the greatest material he's ever written. The first 3 chapters in this book. Whoo! Like, Jaden got me hyped. He got me hyped up in here. But I appreciate it. Moon Magic is getting ready to go to another level. Like, I'm like keeping the format, but I'm moving into a new website because I have like a lot of stuff in the background. Like, I was working on the website. Jason said his website went down. I told him where to go to get, I sent him to my people, and he already got his up and running again, and mine is still in the shop. Mine is still in the garage. I'm still trying to put Armor All on the tires and everything before I pull it out. But it's coming, man. Moon Magic starts on Monday. So keep 51. So those are the 3 codes. Keep 50, keep 51, and keep 100. Also, I'm moving the 5-week course back to the 30th of May, because just as far as the wheel and the right timing, and I want to break. I just decided, I'm like, my birthday's coming up. I'm going to Florida. It's the anniversary of Sunyata's passing to the ancestors. So I'm getting ready to give myself a whole week on the beach. I'm just going to chill. So the class is going to have to be moved back to the 30th, all right? But you can still use the code, the Keep 100 code. And this is, if you want to join Moon Magic, which I highly, highly, highly suggest, please go on over, hit this link, and I also give you the curriculum too. This is the link, click on it, and then bookmark it. And then I also give you the download for the curriculum. Or when you go to the page, when you go to the site, you can click right there at the bottom of the page, the curriculum for how Moon Magic is set up. Please come on in. Like, I don't really know like how much more to tell you. I'm going to show you a video later on before we get out of here on how Moon Magic works. But tonight it's about the signs. Jason, you ready to get on the signs tonight?
I'm ready.
The man is pushing me, so I got to get up here and get it popping. All right, Jay, I'm gonna send you back over to the room. If you want to raise your hand, and come back later, just hit me up. But what was you getting ready to say?
Nah, go on. I won't hold you up. I won't hold nobody else up any longer.
All right, Lord. Appreciate
All right.
that. Bam. Okay, let me get back over here, check the room. Bam, bam. All right. So, I said I also wanted to give, I can't wait till I get my admin. I know she is over there like, word? Yep. And what you seeing me do, she'll be doing this soon too. So this is my Moon Magic 28 curriculum. Please click that and download. Y'all ready to get started? Let's get this. Definitely going to be a good read. Can't learn how to dance by reading a book. I know that's right. All right, let's get this party started. Sunday, I went over the entire course. We went over astrology. Your chart is the university. I'm gonna be in tonight with this. So the is the university. And then in between each of these are your classrooms, which are the houses, right? So we started with the houses. That's what I call the campus tour. So the first night on Thursday, we just went through what every house represented, just empty. Just imagine that if all of these planets were gone, we just went on what I call a campus tour. Now, one of the most important things to remember is where you are at, right here. You are in the center. You are in the center. So I say that because a lot of people say, oh man, you know how we Libras are. You know how we Libras are. What do you mean you know how we Libras are? All of your planets are not in one sign. Don't come and blame your horoscope and what it said for how you are and what's happening in your life. My sun is right here. Put my finger on it. You see where my sun is at? Right here where my finger is at. But look at all this other activity. When I go this way, here's Mars and Venus in Gemini. When I go back, I have Mercury and Saturn right here in Taurus as well. But then I also have planets in Scorpio. Look, the opposite. I have Neptune in Scorpio. And so you can't just say, oh, well, you know, I'm a Virgo, so, you know, this is how we get down. That's where your sun is at. Your sun sign determines where the sun falls, but where's the rest of your planets? And that's why we did this tonight, because remember what I said on Sunday? I'm so tired of people saying, my sun's in Taurus, my moon's in Libra, and my rising sign is Virgo. And they are acting like they're deep. Oh, I'm deep now. I'm deep now because I know these three. I say, well, where's your Venus? Where's Pluto? Where's your Mercury? Where's Mars? Where's your Saturn at? How old are you? What happened when your Saturn returned? And then they get that look on their face, right? This entire thing from Sunday to today is to take that look off your face and put the look of confidence on your face so you can talk and be about what you're saying that you are doing instead of bluffing. So when you go somewhere now and you hear somebody say these three things, just ask them one more question. Where's your Mercury? Because last night we went through the planets. Went through the sun, moon, Mercury. We went in order. I showed you all how to find your chart, what the symbols were, what they looked like, what elements they represented, all of that, what houses they ruled, what sign they ruled, the whole thing. So now you just took yourself and was like, pow. Next, it'll be like, pow. Then it'll be like out of the screen. So study. The astrological workbook that I gave you, print it out. It's in PDF form. I don't know how to convert it back to Word. Print it out, send it to a friend, print it out, or keep it on your phone, and then copy it. Copy it yourself and just copy it by hand. Just look at it and then copy it into your own notebook, because you're writing your own Bible. Basic instructions before leaving earth. Don't complain about what King James did. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with the Holy Bible, King James Version, because it is the best astrological book written by Masons on the planet. Okay, you don't want to do the Jesus, you don't want to do the angels with wings on, you got a problem with the skin complexion and all that, but know this, what I'm telling you, it's one of the greatest astrology books ever written, ever. So if you take this spirituality that you have and take the Bible and say, I want to study astrology, you take the Bible and you just chuck it, you're chucking a jewel, but you got to know your basics first before you come back to that and then be able to interpret and understand what they're saying, okay? All right. Y'all talking about some hallelujah. All right, let me get over here and let's get to the course and let's get to these signs. And then I want to put it together tonight. So we'll see how the whole thing runs. So of course, not there, right here. Everything starts with Aries. Now, I should have put this slide in. The houses. Aries starts right here. Let's get this started, because we have to do it in order. And I meant to move this slide over. But Aries is the natural ruler of the first house. So if you have a blank circle, which you should already have, every night you should come in and have a blank circle. Aries is going in the first house. So I know you're saying, well, what does he mean? Like, that means I want you to draw a circle and section it off into 12. This big sun in the middle is you. But the first house, and we're going to go in order. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First house, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 disciples, Jesus in the middle. The Christ in you. See the cross? See the cross? That's the heaven. Heaven is coming down as above, so below. Here's the horizon. This is where they meet. Horus rising. Horizon, you see that? Rising. Oh man, I could do a whole class on that. So, bam, bam. All right. And of course, all you have to do to catch these same slides is go over to Coach Khayr on Facebook and you'll see the slides. So this is the symbol. And it's very important that you learn early how to draw the symbol so you can recognize it. It's very, very important. But this is what Aries looks like. This is it looks like the ram's head, right? That's an Aries. And this is Aries in the sky, the constellation. There's a Google Sky Maps. There's a Google Sky Maps that you can get on your phone and you can get on your computer. I highly suggest that you get it, because as above, so below. So it's above as well, but it's affecting us down here. There's Mr. Aries again. Taurus is right behind him, and you see it's moving from right to left. Pisces, Aries, Taurus. Pisces, Aries, Taurus. But as in the arrow, like we're saying, we're in the age of Aquarius. It's going backwards. The pyramids in Egypt were built in the age of Taurus. That's why they will last forever. They were built during an earth age that lasted 2,500 years. Then following that was the age of Aries. After that came the age of Pisces, which was religion. And then we move off the screen, we're moving into the age of Aquarius. So the ages move backwards. The sun moves forward. Okay? Aries, the dates March 21st to April the 19th. And they say, this one site said Aries is symbolized by the ram. The ram is forceful, assertive, sexual, able to climb high places. The glyph depicts the long nose and horns of the ram. If you are starting to put all of your notes together, so when we went over the first house, and then we went over the planets, which Aries is ruled by Mars. Mars is in the first house. The first house is I am, and Aries is all in the first house. All of those keywords go together. All of those keywords go together. Now, if you are going to study with Coach Khayr, you see this in the top right hand, is March 21st to April 19th. You better get that first. You're not serious about astrology if you don't know all 12 start dates. Because now you're in the streets and somebody says, well, we say, when's your birthday? They say, oh, March 19th. You say, what sign is that? You're supposed to know March 19th is a Pisces. All right. Now, I'm also going to show, maybe if I have enough time tonight, how some days your birthday may be on March 21st and you may be a Pisces. You may not be an Aries, but for the most part, because some books will say March 20th, some will say March 21st. So March 21st, that's an Aries. Next up, there's a personality, highly competitive, natural leader. And you can type these words in Google. You can type in Aries personality and get more keywords: competitive, leader, initiative, lose patience with long-term projects, taking risks, generous. I don't know about enjoy. Now I don't know about generous and enjoy sharing. I don't know about that one. So this one slipped by me. I can't co-sign on this one 100%. He's honest and direct, courageous leader, initiator, idealistic pioneer, the root chakra, intensely focused. Is he the master of self-knowledge? I'm not sure, because the master of self-knowledge, you're going to have to remember what this says? Can easily lose patience with long-term projects. If you're going to get self-knowledge and have the word master in front of it, that's a long-term project. But are they passionate and spontaneous? Absolutely. Root chakra, intensely focused, that's the Aries. That's some of his other keywords, all right? And listen, all you have to do is type in Aries, go to Google and click on images, and you'll see these. You'll see these, and this is an easy way for you to find what are keywords. These are also keywords for Mars. These are also keywords for the first house. So let's say you have Venus in the first house. That means you do relationships very courageously. You initiate relationships. You're idealistic about relationships. You want to have sex, intense sex in your relationships, because that's dealing with the root chakra. Or you may use relationships as a survival mechanism. Let's say you have the planet Capricorn in the first house. That means that's hard work, rules, regulations, and restrictions. So you're not going to be popping off with the root chakra like anybody else, because you're in the first house inside of the combination of these keywords. You're creating your own sentences. So Saturn in the first house, Saturn is taking his time. Aries is the initiator. Saturn rules all relationships, so that we know that this person is slow to initiate. This person could be a Leo, but if they have Saturn in the first house, they will be slow to initiate, because Capricorn, because the sign Saturn doesn't do any, the planet Saturn doesn't do anything fast, okay? But it will also mean they are more focused, because intensely focused. And if I put Saturn in the first house, this person is really, really, really focused. This person definitely would be a master of self-knowledge if you have Saturn in the first house, all right? Or Saturn in Aries. Saturn in Aries in your chart, or Saturn in the first house, all right? Let's go on to the next sign. Uh-oh! Turn up! Turn up! Turn up! You know what it is. This ain't black and yellow, black and yellow. You know what it is. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. You see it? Woo! And it's like he's got the crescent moon on the top and then the sun sign right here. Nothing but father and mother. My, my, my. April 20th to May 20th. Big shouts out to all Tauruses in the room. Happy birthday. Happy born solar return. All of that. It's all about us right now. Yes. Yes. I know all year long, everybody's always talking about their sign and all of that. But you came to class and a Taurus taught you. Yeah. Hot diggity. Said my teacher's a Taurus. So that lesson is going to be what? Valuable. Woo. Now, of course, I never liked the word stubborn. It says Taurus is symbolized by the bull. The bull is strong, steady, stubborn. Do not write down stubborn. Write down consistent. Write down persistent. But don't write down stubborn. It's just that you don't get us to do what you want us to do. We're not easily manipulated. How about that? We're not stubborn. We're careful. And it's known to be both fierce and gentle. Got to agree with that. The glyph depicts the head and horns of the bull, and our dates are from April 20th to May 20th. Turn up, turn up. Oh, keep your head to the sky. Look at that Taurus right there. Now that's fierce. That's hot. Let me take a sip of water on that. I'm just letting y'all feel the energy. That's another thing too. You can if you face that direction in the sky and you're looking for energy, you can just face that direction in the sky if you're using the Google Sky Map, and you can pull in that energy. You can just stare in that direction. Just stare in that direction, and you'll get some energy. Let's say you don't have any planets in Taurus, but you need that because of some other configuration or aspects in your chart. Just face Taurus. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, do your meditation facing towards Taurus. Of course, it changes. It's moving every 2 hours. It's moving. So you got to pull up the map to see where it's at. Oh, man, you're just looking so good. Look at him. Just fierce. Whew. Taurus in the building. All right, next up is Gemini, the twins. Taurus rules the second house too, y'all. Forgot to put that in there. Taurus rules the second house. Third house, Gemini, third sign. It's all about the communications. So you already have all the keywords of Gemini if you've been coming to class since Thursday. When I gave you the keywords for the third house, I gave you the keywords for Gemini. This is the symbol for Gemini. The twins. The twins. This is a mental sign. And the signs are all about the curriculum. Remember what I said? The houses are the classrooms, the planets are the teachers, and the signs are the curriculum. What does that mean, the curriculum? Let's say that's your experience. Because a curriculum is designed for you to have a certain type of experience. So let's use something that we can easily do. So we'll take the sun. Let's not do the sun. Let's do the moon, which is emotions. And let's say it's in the first house, which is the initiator. So emotions initiated. And then you're a Gemini rising, or Gemini rules the first house. The experience that you're going to have with your feelings, you will be able to easily communicate them or express them. And especially if you have the moon in the first house in Gemini, oh my goodness, you can channel. Sister Myra has moon in Gemini. I've never met a person who has moon in Gemini who didn't have some type of strong psychic powers, whether they recognize it or not, but they have it, all right? But you're going to wear it. It's going to be like your emotions will be right on the face, and you'll be communicating from them, because that's the first house. That's the first thing people see when you pull up. That's the body. But Gemini, the experience, that's the sign. It's telling you what experience it is. So then you put it on top of the house. So here's a communicating experience on top of the ninth house, which is the house of the guru, teaching. So that means this person, when they talk, they're teaching. Or when they're teaching, the experience is coming through their communications. Either way, like there's not a wrong way for you to interpret it. All right. Next, May 21st to June 20th. I will go ahead and give y'all a big shout out because y'all coming around the corner real strong too. You know, the Gemini's hot. I got Mars and Venus in Gemini. So I have tons of respect for Geminis, and they run from May 20th to June, from May 21st to June 20th, right? Gemini is symbolized by the twins. The twins represent duality in human nature, versatility, rationality, and communication. The glyph depicts the two figures of the twins. So, rationality, I know that it's mental. It's the first air sign. So it's a lot of thinking going on. And it just happens like that. And sometimes they could be irrational too. If the word rationality is in there, it could be irrational or it could be very rational. Remember, there's a higher and a lower vibration of every energy. Pow, there's a Gemini. I like just bringing in the nice artwork. We Tauruses like artwork. That's hot right there. So the twins, Gemini, there's all types of depictions of Geminis. I know some of you who are Geminis have hot tattoos. You like to put some ink on the body. Geminis love to get inked up. So this may be something that you may be interested in. And look at them. Look at them. Look at them supporting one another, man. That's great, man. Oh, man. Just look. Just like the twin. They're standing side by side. Man, Psalms 19, the heavens display, no, the firmaments of heaven display God's handiwork. Do you see that? That's no accident that it looks like some twins. I love it. Next up, Cancers. So I don't know how they got the crab out of this particular symbol, but it's cool anyway. Now, watch this. This particular person says Cancer starts on June 22nd. And this says that Cancer ends on June the 20th. So what happened to the 21st? Nobody's claiming the 21st. Like, you would assume that the next day would be Cancer. But now, in this depiction, it says the 22nd. And since the sun is on an elliptical course, not a perfectly round shape, the dates do vary. So don't look at your birth. If you know that you're born like on the cusp, somewhere close to the cusp, it's wise for you to put your birthday in and see where was the sun at on June 22nd, June 21st, or June 20th. Because like my cousin was born on March the 20th, and he's been living his life as a Pisces, but he got a lot of Aries tendencies. And I'm going to pull his chart up tonight. As a matter of fact, we're going to pull his chart up and see, is he really 29 degrees Pisces, or is he in Aries? I hope he's listening. Big shouts out to the crane. The water sign, some people mistake this symbol for Gemini, but it's not. This is the flowing water of the crab. I think it's the big eyes of the crab and the hard shell. See, you see the shell of the crab right there? Righto. Also, this depicts Cancer is the beginning of the summer solstice, the first day. Like Aries begins the spring equinox. Aries begins the spring equinox and is a cardinal sign. I left that out. Go back to your notes, flip, and write down Aries is a cardinal sign, which is like a major boss player. We'll just say Cardinal is a major player. Thank you, Harold, for sharing. Cancer sets off the summer, the summer solstice. Even though it's a water sign and it's hot as all get out, it's setting it off. So that's Cancer. Cancer's now they're saying June 21st to July 22nd, when we just had 22nd to the 24th. So you get different things from people. It's best to know how to pull your chart up and look yourself. Cancer is symbolized by the crab. It's covered in an impenetrable exterior that protects the soft flesh underneath. When the crab feels threatened, they retreat into their shell and hurry back into the safety of the sea. The glyph depicts the claws of the crab. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Now, that's why the Cancer is really sensitive. They can take a lot, but on the inside, man, when they say I can't take no more and they retreat, they are gone. Not necessarily like unreachable. You can't put your hand inside of a crab shell, but also they can be clingy at times with those claws when they latch on to you. They can be clingy. And remember, feelings, water, and magic, and the mother. And remember that exterior, that impenetrable exterior, is the representative of the fourth house, home. All right? That's the crib, the house. Next, we move over to big boy Leo is in the building. Leo's ruled by the sun. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. Mars. Cancer's ruled by the moon, but you should already have that written down. Just like with Gemini, you know it's ruled by Mercury because you have Mercury in the third house. So Cancer and the moon in the fourth house, and then Leo in the fifth house with what planet? The sun. The sun. And it rules the heart too. Leo, the big guy, July 23rd to August 22nd. Leo is symbolized by the lion. The lion is noble, brave, dominant, prideful, and regal. The glyph depicts the head and the mane of the lion. Leo's, that word pride, woo-wee. They want to be in the front. That energy, there's my teacher, Ra Aku, posting in the Society of Indigenous Astrologers. I love live webinars. You get to see everything. Leo, the pride, the heart, courage, willpower, fun, casual sex, children, love, all of those, life force. That's for the Leo because it's the same keywords as the sun, the teacher. But the experience is going that Leo is going to be teaching you is about, it's going to be a noble experience, a brave experience, dominant. So for me personally, I have Leo on the 12th house. So even when I was doing things, dealing with drugs, I was super courageous to the point where it looked stupid. And that was my undoing. So if I got arrested or got in trouble, it was because I was taking some chances, doing some things I shouldn't have been doing because I was so brave. I was proud to be doing what I was doing. But now I switched around my 12th house and I've embraced my spirituality. And I have to be brave and prideful and regal in moving forward in my spirituality and my development of my enlightening periods and my enlightened states. Virgo. Look at there, look at there, look at there. Virgo is just sharp, right? So Virgo, this is the glyph for Virgo. August 23rd, big shouts out to my father. August 24th, big shouts out to Mitchell Gibson and my Aunt Maggie and the brother who wrote The Alchemist on the 24th of August, which would be 1 degree. Virgo is symbolized by the Virgin or the goddess of the harvest. The Virgin represents purity of motive, modesty, industrialness, and service to others. The glyph depicts the coils of energy concealed in the Virgin's essence, locked up by the closed circle, unreleased. Remember, the 6th house is all about work, service to others, industrious, purity of motive. That's why I like to analyze things. Virgos are looking for the integrity in things all the time. Modesty. Maybe I don't need that. A minimalist. Virgos, I don't know if there's, I mean, I'm not saying that there aren't any billionaire Virgos, but you have a lot of Virgos who are minimalist. They want to talk about feng shui and Zen cycles and things like that. or a Zen behavior and living like a minimalist. So that's that Virgo energy, and you see it lines up with keywords for Mercury and being analytical, and which is the ruling planet of Virgo is Mercury, and also being of service to people. It's the same keywords as the sixth house and Mercury. And they love to talk and debate too. Oh my God. Virgo will just dissect you. Big shouts out to my friend who's watching right now who has 5 planets in Virgo. Bless her heart. Bless her heart. Big time stellium. I saw this picture of Libra and immediately grabbed it. Is it fly enough for you? Like you see the scales, like this being the fulcrum, and then this being one side and this being the other. Bam. The scales of Libra. Remember, this is all about Ma'at, justice, the scales, balance, judgment, justice, and order, as well as artistic symmetry. They want to balance things out. The glyph depicts the scale in perfect equilibrium. September 23rd to October 22nd. September 23rd, October 22nd. But depending on what year you were born, if you were born September 22nd or September 23rd, I would go to astro.com, put your birthday in and see, does it say 29 degrees Virgo or does it say 0 degrees Libra? And it runs to October the 22nd. And it's also all the keywords of the 7th house. Partnerships. I don't know why they didn't put partnerships in there. Always talking about the 7th house is relationships and marriage. And you're always talking about equilibrium in a relationship. Let me talk about that for a quick second. You don't have to have the same amount of quarters on the left as you do as dimes on the right for it to be equal. I hope I'm making sense. Like if something is denser than something else, like if I put one watermelon on the left, I may need to put 2 small watermelons on the right for it to balance out. So I don't know. That's a whole nother topic I'm getting into right there. But just in harmonizing, and it being equal, make sure that you are staying in your lane, knowing what you're doing, fulfilling your yin or your yang roles, and then you'll be living the Libra. I think I said that right without getting in trouble. Scorpios, please hold your questions too in the chat room because I'm just doing the display right now and I can't get to it. So just please write your questions down. Or if you do type the questions in, make sure you mark it as with the mark it as a question so I can get back to it. Scorpios is the 8th house. That is a beautiful depiction of the Scorpio with that tail and just all of that. October 23rd to November the 21st, symbolized by the scorpion, a secretive creature. Remember I keep saying that going deep and transformative, with a tough exterior whose sting is often fatal. That means death. Fatal means death. Alternatively, Scorpio is sometimes symbolized by the eagle. Still deadly. Look at the word. They got the word fatal and deadly in the depiction of the Scorpio, yet conveys a sense of nobility and can fly above all obstacles. The glyph depicts coiled tensions and energy with a barbed tail, symbolizing the force of impregnation of life or spirit. Impregnation of life, what's that? Sex. Impregnation of life, got to have sex. I'm talking about the natural way. That's what Scorpio is the sign of. The transformer, the phoenix, going deep, shared resources. But they'll cut you because Mars and Pluto rule Scorpio. Yeah, man, I want to talk about the experience of Scorpio. My mind just started going off just Scorpio through the houses, like Scorpio on the 1st, Scorpio on the 2nd, Scorpio on the 3rd, Scorpio on the 4th. That's why, once again, it's very important to make sure you have the right ascendant, because you don't want to say, you may think that you are a Gemini rising, which puts Scorpio, well, if you're Gemini rising, that is going to put, that's going to put Scorpio on your 6th house, right? But what if you're not a Gemini rising? That means that Scorpio doesn't rule your 6th house. You may be a Cancer rising, and now Scorpio rules your 5th house. Because when the ascendant changes, so does all the other signs that color. Let's think about the experience. The color of the classroom is the sign. I think that's good. The color of the classroom is the sign. The sign is going to come in and color it, and you're going to see that symbol. So the classroom will still be the 4th classroom, but instead of it being Libra, it's going to be Scorpio. So, and I'm just giving an example out, but we'll get into that later if y'all have questions, which I know you do. Sagittarius, the archer, he's in the building. Big shouts out to all my Sagittarius with your unpredictable self. November 23rd to December 21st, symbolized by the archer. The archer represents directness, honesty, high aims, love of physical activity, the outdoors, and the chase. The glyph depicts the pointed, free-ranging arrow of the archer. Listen, if you want to get rid of a Sagittarius, act like you want to confine them. They will be gone. Pew! That Sagittarius loves freedom. So the house that rules, the house that Sagittarius rules in your chart is a house that you want freedom in. So if you're Sag rising, you want freedom. You want freedom of your personality to be who you are, whether you're a weird or a nerd or whatever. You want freedom there. If you got Sag in the 2nd house, man, you're outgoing to get your money. You don't want anybody telling you how much money you can or cannot have. If you got Sag on the 12th house, oh boy. If you got Sag on the 12th, you might go a little too far when it's comes to like partying and getting high and stuff like that. But you don't want anybody, like, that's the low end of that energy. That's the low end of Sag on the 12th, is you're just going too far with the addictions and abusing yourself. But if you turn it around, you're like, it's just wonderful being around you with your spirituality, because you want everybody to meditate. You want everybody to be enlightened. I mean, like, you got Sag on the 12th, man, and you doing the right thing, I want to be around you. Like, you can have my phone number and call me. That's cool. So I was just using that one house as an example. Let me get to the next one before y'all start saying, do mine. Capricorn, what's happening? Capricorn, oh, the GOAT. Look at him. Powerful. Now, Capricorn, you can call this guy stubborn, because this is a guy who climbs a mountain and don't care what nobody's. I climb the mountain by myself. He's the last earth sign. This is like the last of any sign, the last of any element is the most transformative. So Sagittarius is the last fire sign. Capricorn is the last earth sign. December 22nd to January 19th. Capricorn is symbolized by the GOAT, sure-footed, confident. I want to put the word stubborn in there, and able to climb to great heights with their slow and steady trot. That's pause, butting its way through obstacles. Listen. Capricorn is ruled by what planet? Saturn, 10th house. Hard work is what makes you famous. It's the natural position of hard work. Steady, slow and steady wins the race. They're talking about Capricorn, going through the obstacles no matter what. When you get a Capricorn who's down for something, yo, man, they're going to go hard. I know one of my friends, Ridgely Muhammad, North Carolina, is like, he's so skinny, but when you put him to work, man, you just can't outwork him. He's just like always doing something and moving, but he's always stressed out too. Yeah, so you Capricorn risings, I need y'all to meditate, chill out. The ancient symbol for Capricorn was the sea goat, able to make the materials and riches out of the sea and utilize them on land. The glyph depicts the beard of the mountain goat and the curved tail of the sea goat. Excuse me, I didn't even know that. Another thing about Capricorn and its experience on that house, wherever whatever planet, I'm sorry, whatever house Capricorn is ruling or painting or giving you the experience, there's going to be rules, regulations, and restrictions. Like me, I don't have any children, and the fifth house is the house of children, and Capricorn is on my fifth house. So I've had, I've been through pregnancies, but I haven't had children make it all the way through yet. And that's all about some karma, some karmic issues that I work on continually, because one day I do want children, but Capricorn's going to make me work for it. It's going to have to be sure-footed with the right person, and there's going to have to be confidence there, and like so much going on. And this is my job too. Capricorn is like, since it rules the 10th house, it also carries that same fame. So everybody knows I love children. I have Capricorn on the 5th. I love and work for the children, period. And I'm confident and sure-footed in everything I'm doing. Big shouts out to my man Darwin for bringing the youth in today, because Kid is a goat, by the way. You got to be sure-footed when you carrying and being on about this mission. So wherever you want to know about what am I supposed to be doing, you have to look at a couple different factors. What rules the 6th house, which is the work? Where's Capricorn and what is it ruling? And what do you have on the 10th house? So you're really triangulating things. You got that? Slow down, because everybody's always asking, what am I supposed to be doing? The 3 things you should be looking at, really basic, is what planets are in the 10th house, what signs rule in the 10th house, what planets are in the 6th house, what sign is ruling the 6th house, and where is the sign Capricorn in your chart? What house is Capricorn ruling? I hope everybody wrote that down and got that jewel. Now, if you're already doing and passionate about what you love and you making money and you feel really good about it, all of that will probably say the same thing to you. If it doesn't, one or two things could be going on. You may have the wrong rising sign, or you may not be doing what you're supposed to be doing. So those are some things to consider. Wow. Next is Aquarius, the water bearer. Now, so many people look at the water bearer and say, that's a water sign. He is not. This is an air sign. The water is the information. He's the bearer of the water. He's carrying the information. January 20th to February the 18th, Aquarius is symbolized by the water bearer. He dispenses the water, a gift that flows freely and equally to all, giving new life. The water also symbolizes truth, creativity, and invention. The glyph depicts the water that flows from the water bearer's vessel. One more time. The glyph depicts the water that flows from his vessel. It's a gift, life-giving energy, and that's information. It's the currency. You see those? It looks like current. So that's the Aquarius. I want to know on the 11th house. Information, information, information. If you want to know how somebody's going to get in your business, find out what house is governed by Aquarius, and that you'll know a lot about that person. And seeing, well, hey, know about yourself. You want to know how you study, then find out where Aquarius is at in your chart. And you'll be like, oh, is that how I get down? Yes, that is exactly how you get down. For me, I have Aquarius on the 6th. So that's information. My job is giving out information. You see that? I have Aquarius on this. That's my 6th. It rules the 6th house. 6th house is a job, is work, is how I serve others, and I'm always giving out useful information. I am hoping I'm passing out as much wisdom as I can. So live it, live it, live it. Next up, Pisces. Pisces governs the 12th house, the 2 fish. We've talked about Pisces extensively. Now this one is saying February 20th to March the 20th. Those are the dates, and this is the glyph. It's ruled by Neptune. and it is a water element. Now look at this one. This is another one that I found on the internet, and they're saying February the 19th. And this is saying February the 20th. Which one is right? Both of them, because it depends on what year. It depends on what year, so it's not going to be the same every year, all right? Because the board that I have is a circle, but the sun doesn't travel in a circle, all right? So we know that Pisces has all these characteristics of Neptune that we named and the 12th house. High level is what? Spirituality, religions, enlightenment, Akashic records, tuning into your spiritual grandmother. Below this line, though, you see you got two moons, too. See these two crescents on the edge of the planet Earth? This is the horizon. Anytime you see a horizontal line, that represents the Earth. You have to look at the archetypes. So I got two moons, which rules Cancer, and Cancer is the cousin of Pisces. The lower vibration is the daughter, and Pisces is the mother, the grandmother, excuse me. Cancer is the mother, Pisces is the grandmother. And you see them meeting here for this transformation. That's why Pisces is such a transformation. If you block the top off and just look at, like, if you come up like that and do like that, it looks like a house, right? And then a house. So this looks like another as above, so below. It's coming down and then it's coming out. It's like a funnel, like it's coming down and then moving out. So the lower end are all those things we talked about, the undoing, illusions, fantasies, drugs, addictions, things like that. Is it negative? No. Don't make me pull the battery back out. There is no negative going on and there is no positive going on in the astrological charts, okay? So just cut that out. It is what it is. And we're back at the beginning. All right. See. How y'all feeling tonight? Y'all doing all right? So let me poll. Of course, I got to poll the room and see, has this been helpful so far? I'd like to know, so far, has what I shared been helpful? Also, I want to make sure I gave out the Moon Magic curriculum. I gave away the meditation. Took care of the workbook. I love it. And you want to know where I'm at on Facebook, of course. Pedow. Okay. Let me check the chat room, see if I got questions. All right. Seems like y'all were following along really good. It's time for Q&A. Some other things I want to describe, but I want to just pause here for a second. It's time for a stretch break. I just remember that, wait a minute. Someone told me, Essence Hayes is a Taurus in the building? Oh, man. I'm just going back over the chats, man. I'm just seeing what y'all got going on. So what we're going to do is Coach is going to bring out a little music, and we're going to stand up and stretch for a second, all right? See who's in the building. I'm glad everyone showed up tonight. Thank you. It's not over now. Hold up. We're almost done because I only wanted to keep you an hour. But I do want to take this time to MC in the ninth house in Cap Mean. Tara asked the question. I always like to show people how to answer a question too. We're going to come back to that right after we shake it down a little bit. So what I want everybody to do is step back for a second and just shake it out. Just a little soiree break for a second. Everybody just chill, stretch up, open the arms up. twist. This is a real hip hop beat. Catch it, catch it. Move your shoulders a little bit, side to side. Stand up and wiggle it and shake it all out. Pull the arms across. Pull your hair a little bit. Close your eyes. Pull your earlobes. Clap your hands. Pow! All right. Get a sip of water. If you got some secret substances, spray yourself down. Yeah. Ooh, that feels good. Pow. All right. That was a beat by Capital J out of Durham, North Carolina. All right. Little baby break. All right. So AC and mid AC is the ascendant. That's the rising sign. And MC is the midheaven, right? That's the highest point of the chart. It's similar to the 10th house, but it's like, it's also close to like your destiny, but this is a basics class. I didn't want to cover MC and get into all of that because do you know all of your signs yet and all of your planets? Do you know where they're all at already? So then don't ask me about the next thing until you get the first thing, okay? So let's stay with what we're covering now. And how do you find it? What does MC in the 9th house mean? I'm going to show you how to find that. Because I won't tell you doesn't mean MC 9th house. I typed it in, MC, it's the axis. And if you scroll down, I don't like this one. So instead of typing MC, type midheaven in the 9th house. And then you open up the medium coli. Open up about 5 tabs. Number 11 should be call Coach Kair. 10 tips. I love it. Oh, whole sign houses. Yay, that's us. Then they're telling you about the midheaven, but you're looking for specifics. So you're going to have to keep looking. But once you know about the midheaven, you already know what the 9th house is about. What is the 9th house is about? The 9th house is all about travel. So, and the midheaven is only going to be in the 9th or the 10th house. It's going to be either your philosophy, it's going to be your career. So then once you see, I think you said your question was, what sign was the midheaven in? I would just look for what sign the midheaven is, and then you put it in where your own house. Aries midheaven, Taurus midheaven. There you go. Here's one. Gemini midheaven, Cancer midheaven, Leo midheaven, Virgo midheaven, Libra midheaven. I would look at that and then I drop it in the house, and then you do your own interpretation. Pow! Good question, Tara. Cheryl said, what does no planets in the 10th, no planets in the 6th, and Capricorn in the 6th with no planets? Remember what I said? Pow! We talked about this before. I'm going to get the wheel. Here we go. Remember, the green planets are mine. So I don't have any planets in the 11th house. So where I have teachers at, I'm learning a lesson. Where I have teachers at, they're teaching me a lesson. So wherever I have planets, I want to display that question. Wherever I have planets, I'm learning a lesson this lifetime. Where I don't have planets, I'm not learning the same lesson. It's like an online course. I've already covered this in a prior lifetime, okay? Remember, this chart is teaching you a lesson about things you may have avoided in the past life and things you have to learn this life. It's got reminders in it. Most of my teachers are over here, first, second, and third house. See, look. First house, I've got my south node in there, got Pluto in there. Second house, I've got Uranus, Moon, and Jupiter. They're teaching me this lesson about value, finances, and money. All of that, second house. In the third house, how I communicate, I have Neptune, but it's right behind the fourth house. See, here's Neptune right here. It's right behind the fourth house. So it's in the third house because at the last degree. But I don't have any planets here in the fourth house. So that means there's no teachers there teaching me anything. So remember what I said. If there's no planets there, it's like you went to the classroom, the teacher wasn't there, but there was a note on the table. It said, read about Sagittarius, Khair, and write me a 5-page essay about how Sagittarius applies to the fourth house of your home, okay? I studied so many different cultures in my early history. I traveled around the world through books. I just read all about different languages. I read books about espionage. I just traveled around the world to learn about different cultures through books. Bam! All right. Okay. I hope that answered that question, Cheryl. Do asteroids have the same effects as planets? Falona says. No, they do not. If you have 2 planets and 2 asteroids, it's considered a stellium. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Only planets make up stelliums. Excellent question. I want to reply to that. Mark as an answer. Only planets make up stelliums. That was excellent. You've been paying attention. I like that. I like that. Excellent. All right. Who else? Karen says, so I have Scorpio in the first and second house and Taurus in the 7th and 8th, which means I'm missing Sag and Gemini. What does that mean essentially? You're not missing Sag and Gemini. You still have to take the course because you don't have any planets in there. That's what I just explained to Cheryl. You're not missing anything. You still have to take the class. Listen, when you have planets in a class, you're going to get a letter grade A, B, C, D, E, or F. And the teacher's going to be looking to get more from you. If there's no planets in there, you still have to take the course, but you only get a pass or fail or an incomplete. You don't get a letter grade. You either passed or you failed, okay? It's not something that you have. Teachers mean concentration. So you have planets in houses and in signs. There's a concentration there. You are to concentrate on what those teachers are teaching you. But listen, I don't think I've ever seen a chart, and if I have, it may be 2 or 1 that somebody had a planet in every house. You know what? Stay right there. Miss Goddess Body, the 5-week course is going to start on the 30th. And to get into that, to look at it, There it is to join that 5-week course. And you can use the coupon code KEEP100 for the $100 off. Let me show y'all something real quick. I want to show y'all something. Because everybody keeps thinking that if I don't have planets in the house, then there's a problem. Oh, it's not. We gonna run this town tonight. I don't know where that came from. So, you know how we do. We pull up, we switch to equal, always true node, click and show the chart. This person doesn't have any planets in the first, the second, the sixth. They don't have any planets, but they do have the north node there. So there is you have to learn. This is your spiritual destiny. The person doesn't have any planets in the ninth, and they have an asteroidal position in the 11th, right? So these are weak influences, but you still have to take the course, right? So this is like it's not like a professor, it's like an adjunct. It's like somebody who hasn't got their PhD yet, but they're still teaching the class, but it's still important. But now you got 2 teachers here, 2 teachers here, 1 teacher here, 1 teacher here, 2 teachers here, 2 teachers here. Who's next? I'm just pick somebody at random. Oh, this is who I think it is? Oh, yes, Lord. So look, this person doesn't have any planets in the 6th house, 5th house, 4th house, 3rd house. Does that mean there's something wrong with them? Absolutely not. The concentration is in their 1st house. So that means they have to learn the lesson about personality. They got to learn the lesson about value and money. They got to learn a lesson about philosophy and their own personal constitution, international travel. They have to learn, oh, this person is super popular. Look at this, 29 degrees Cancer in the 10th house. Golly. Wherever this person goes, people are like all over them. Oh, this person is also, they have 2 planets in the 11th house. So they're learning about how to communicate, what the rules and regulations are. So this steadies the mind. This is the mind. This is steadying the mind, and it's like a ruler. They think like a king. See, look at that. This person thinks like a king, but they can't be arrogant because Saturn is here. See how we put all that together? And that's how they relate in their networks. Watch this, 11th house, networks. Thinking, Saturn is patterns. Leo is the king and pride. So make sure you don't get too arrogant in your thoughts. I brought down Saturn with me. Bam! See that? They got Mercury in Leo, got Saturn in Leo, got Mercury in the 11th, got Saturn in the 11th. Somebody says, where's your Mercury? I got Mercury in Leo in the 11th. That's how you read that. You ready? What's this? Where's your Jupiter? I have Jupiter in Gemini in the 9th. Where's your Mars? I have Mars in Gemini in the 8th. Where's your Neptune? I have Neptune in Saturn in the 2nd. And you can't, and then you say, well, Kaya, what does that mean? See this box over here? I'll just go right over here and say Neptune in the 2nd house. Boom. And it will give it to me. I don't want to click it because it'll take it away. If I open up another and I click that, Neptune in the houses. See how easy that was? Neptune, 2nd house. Neptune in the 2nd house. I type it in Google. There it is. Neptune in the 2nd. Scroll down. Neptune in the natal in the chart. Neptune in the 2nd. Whole paragraph. Just tons of stuff about you or person you're looking for or your child. This is when you start to pull up your child's chart. And you say, let me read my child's chart. And then here's the great part. Because when you've already been studying and then you see what it said on the computer and you see how many articles about Neptune in the 2nd house, just 782,000 results. Over 500,000 results of people talking about Neptune in the 2nd. So then when you get a consultation with Coach Khayr, we can move a little faster sometimes I can't move as fast as I want because I don't move faster than the client is able to digest. And some people, I used to they just say, oh man, you gave me too much information. And they didn't want to go back and listen to the recording because it was just too much. I don't like doing that. So I refrain from that. And I am asking people to go study first. Study first even before you get a reading. So now you're not getting flugazied or flim-flammed or whatever when you go to see somebody. You already know what you're looking for. I'm going to do one more. My man Ryan. Let's look at a millionaire chart. All right. Yeah, this person has millions. I was really proud to read this person's chart. And so this person is like a mystic too. So look at this stellium in the 11th and the 8th house. This person is deeply into the occult. The 8th is transformation. Their thoughts, look at the Mercury in the 8th. They think about transformations. They think about the phoenix. They think about death. They love scorpions. This person loves scorpions and knives. They have knives all over their house. Venus, how they do relationships. Sex is so important to this person. This person is in their relationships. Venus in the 8th, you better bring it. And Pluto. Pluto's at home in the 8th. This person studies martial arts. This person has a large collection of guns. And they're always analyzing. Well, first, Pluto is in Virgo. Venus is in Virgo, but Mercury is not. Mercury is in Libra. See, it's at 3. See at 3 right there? So I scroll down here. Mercury at 3 degrees Libra. So they're in the same house, but they're in a different sign. So I would even read, if you're on the cusp like this, I would read both houses. I would read Mercury in the 8th and Mercury in the 9th. I would read both of them. Anything close to the line like this, I'd read both houses. You got to keep the same sign, but you want to read both houses. Moon in the 11th, moon in the 10th. And you decide. You decide which one fits you both. Or you may say, man, that's a little bit of both. Then keep both of them. Keep both of them. Woo! Stunny. All right now. Hey, man. My roommate's getting ready to step out here with her Libra self. Let me look at her chart right fast and see what she got going on. She's getting ready to turn some heads tonight. Are you in this? I would have to sign out. You ain't in here. Oh man. Here's a I signed a contract on March the 27th. So here's the birth chart for that contract. You can use it like that too. So the deal that I went into, this is the contract. Oh, I remember this and I know exactly what this is. That's why I just titled the contract. Oh, Sun in the 8th house, that's transformation. That's other people's money. That's the collective. Mercury is going deep, thinking. Neptune was in Pisces at home at 8 degrees, and my North Node is at 8 degrees. So this is like has a spiritual connection, a deep spiritual connection in relationships. So this contract we're going to have a good relationship. It's going to be some mysterious foggy parts too. But after we get past that and stand on it, because there's this square, even though I don't want to talk about aspects to y'all tonight, this red line is telling me something. This blue line is telling me something. Jupiter is directly on the ascendant. Ow! Leo, this is the boss. You understand that? I signed a boss contract. This is the exact time that I signed the contract. It was at 3:30. It was an electronic. I signed it and I paid them. So, and I knew though, but I had done the research because I wanted to make sure that I want to be like, yo, how can I put Jupiter like right on the ascendant? And I did, because I could have signed it like the night before, but I waited until 3:30 until Jupiter was on the ascendant to sign that. Oh, y'all get me excited. Okay. But I was asking about the sign in the house though. If I have Scorpio in the first, that means Sag should be in the second, but it's Scorpio. No, you're not using equal house system. Karen, type in the birthday. Please type in the birthday, Karen, so I can pull the chart up for you. I understand the planets being missing, but more so the sign that is supposed to be there. I'm basing the question off Astro Cafe chart. I don't use Astro Cafe. Coach uses astro.com. Okay? Let's clear that up. Move and reset. Coach uses and listen, if you don't have your own, there's only, as far as online, use Astro. And then there's another software that only works on PCs, and I have a Mac, so I don't have it. And I can't think of what the name of it is, but you can change it to equal house. Use the equal house system, especially if you're a beginner. You're going to start getting confused, and then you're going to have different questions that have to be answered individually. So if you're asking me about Cafe Astrology or whoever, I don't use them. I'm taking 14 years of experience and putting it in a nutshell so you don't have to go through that. I'm making it so easy for you. Come over here and do what I'm doing. Stay with the teacher, okay? If I'm saying hold up crane, don't hold up snake, okay? If I'm saying tiger, don't do panther, all right? If I'm saying eagle claw, don't you try to do praying mantis. Don't bring praying mantis to an eagle claw class, all right? Just listen. Just stay in the lanes that we're in. Then these things will be self-evident. And you see me, I just went to astro.com. So I'm not using them. So I can't answer. You got a question because you're using something that I'm not using. So I'm trying to give you a pattern, an easy pattern to follow. All right. Tara asked a great question. I'm also taking questions if you have a camera and you want to type it in, or you want to come on and ask me, like last night, Katie was on. Katie, we got cut off. If you back on, man, I wanted you to tell me your birthday. I was going to pull your chart up and we're going to look at it together. Once you begin rapidly changing your destiny, do you then design your own chart? No, you start living the chart you came with. There's nothing wrong with the design. The chart that you came with is telling you what your destiny is and how to fulfill it. It's up to you to start living it. You don't need to change the chart. And I'm not talking about a progress chart. How could you learn progressions if you don't know the basics? It doesn't work like that. So stick to the script, all right? Stick to the script of learning the basics first. This class is not about progress charts. You want to learn about progress charts? I will send you to one of the best teachers of progressions. But when you get there and you don't have your basics, he's going to send you running. I'm trying to give you basics so when you go to the next teacher, the next stage, they will welcome you and say, oh, you are well trained. Come on in. Let me give you some more jewels. All right? So, no, your chart is going to stay your chart. Excellent question. No, I'm going in on the question. I don't know you. I'm going in on the question. It was a good question. Katie, your battery died. Send me another request because I wanted to. You getting ready to get some money. I was like, let me see. I just sent you an invite if you want to come in and we'll look at it. Vanessa, you said July the 1st. I don't know July the 1st what? Oh man, I definitely want to see Darwin and the fam. Yeah, if you got a camera, man, you want to come on and holler at Coach, man, I want some feedback. Also, yes, the course is free, but Coach is always open to seeing what is the gratitude level. Wait a minute, before I do that. How much was the course worth? That was what I wanted to know. What was the value? What dollar amount would you put on this course? Now I'm talking about. Now I want to know every since Sunday. I saw a lot of fours up. I saw a lot of people said I've been here Sunday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Now I'm asking. I want you to give me the cumulative. What is the cumulative value that you feel that you have received while you have been in this webinar? That's what I want to know. Yes, I sent an invite. Can you use my date of birth? Use your date of birth for what, Anetta? If you got a camera and you come on, I'm only doing charts if somebody's got a camera. If you don't have a camera, I'm not pulling your chart up. I told Katie last night. So she's July 24th, 86. July 24th, 86. You didn't give me a time, so I'm gonna do some things that I do. Like if people don't have the time, and you haven't told me the city either, so I'm gonna put you in Atlanta. Who's that?
It's Kathy.
Kathy, not Katie. I apologize. How you doing tonight?
It's okay. So you need my birthday?
I think you gave it to me. Was it hold on. Was it
July 24th?
So you can see the screen? Can you see my screen?
Hold on, a whole bunch of things are popping up. Something's opening. Okay, now I can see it.
What time were you born?
I do not know my time.
Oh, that's easy. And what's
6 a.m.
Where do you stay now?
In Bronx, New York.
Ross?
Bronx. The Bronx, BX.
The Bronx, boogie down. Alrighty. What's the earliest injury that you had before you were 12 years old that left a scar on your body?
I used to get burns all the time.
Where?
On my legs, on my thighs, on my stomach.
Which one's the earliest, and which one probably left the biggest scar?
I remember scraping my knees a lot.
Okay. Tell me about the burn. I'm sorry. Keep going. Go ahead.
Yeah, I had a torn ACL. I have a lot of scars on my knees.
Before 12, though, give me the ages that these things happened.
Well, as far as like scraping my knees and getting cuts and scars on my knees, that was like before 12. That was as soon as I started running, basically.
Okay.
Other than that, I can't think of any other injuries before 12.
Gotcha.
Most of my injuries were after 12.
Gotcha. So can you still see the scars on your knees now?
Yes.
All right. You're Gemini rising. I'm about to give you the time. 1:29. We'll just use 1:30 a.m. Don't forget that time now.
1:30.
1:30 a.m. July 24th.
Okay.
This is when you took your first breath. This doesn't mean vaginal entry. This is when you started breathing.
Okay.
All right. What I'm looking so now you see Gemini is on the first house. That means you're Gemini rising. So some things that happened to you, you have Chiron in the first house. What happened to you in your childhood helped shape your personality. So I would go and look up Chiron in Gemini and see that's a part of your personality and who you are. Wait a minute. Now remember earlier I was talking about.
You know that my son is in Cancer. Oh
So
no,
what?
it's in Leo. What?
Yep. 1 degree Leo.
Okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
Okay. And here's the part I wanted to talk about right here. You see Saturn over here on the 7th house?
Mhm.
So you don't just date anybody. People may be trying to talk to you and they may think that you're exciting. And you're interested in people from different cultures and you like to travel. You've done long distance relationships before too, haven't you?
Yeah, they're not very successful.
I know, because you got Saturn. So watch this, everybody. Long distance Sagittarius, 7th house relationships, long distance relationships. But look who's right here, sitting here chilling like a villain. Mr. Saturn says, it's got to be certain rules and regulations before this happens. And then you got this Uranus sitting here in the house of relationships too. So fall in love quick. You know, you might be doing you might have been accused of love him and leave him. Or you fall in love fast and then you wake up 3 weeks later and you be like, you know what, I just ain't feeling this. And then you be out. Now, this.
But my Venus is in Virgo.
Yes, your Venus is right here in Virgo in the 4th house. So you want to serve your partner. You want to serve you want to make sure. And a man who doesn't have a plan should just walk on by. He might as well just walk on by if he doesn't have a plan. Like,
that's right.
You don't mind being submissive to a man, but he got to be intelligent and he got to be ready to. He got to be able to tell you what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do, Kathy. This is what's happening right here. But listen, Saturn return. Do you see this? Look at this. Look at this. Look when we scroll down here. Saturn, 3 degrees, and Saturn's at 2 degrees. 3 degrees Sag when you were born, 2 degrees Sag today. You've been going through it. You're like right in the middle of your Saturn return. Don't look at the relationships. Don't keep looking for over here at the money. You better pay attention right here. Right here. Let me emphasize. Let me make it bigger so you can be like, oh. Right. Right there. Saturn return. And this green planet is the transit, so it's moving back into Scorpio, but then it's going to come back into Sag. So you're going to be going through this whole Saturn return thing for like the next 2 years, which is okay because that means you have to have integrity. You're about to grow up. So I know you're grown now, but you're about to have some things happen in your life that are going to like pattern the next the next 20
the last 2 years have been transforming. Like I'm not even the same person I was 2 years ago. So I'm curious to see what else is coming.
Oh, it's coming. And then you have it's funny that we blanked out. I'm a Taurus. Taurus rules your 12th house. And then all of a sudden the battery dies last night. Taurus was the undoing. You know what I'm saying? Where's the bread at? The money. Okay, right here.
House?
No, the transiting. I'm looking at the transit. Everything in green is a transit. I'm not even supposed to be showing y'all this, but you're getting ready to sign this contract. So I would be looking at the person who you're signing the contract with or the company you're signing the contract with. I would be looking at the date that I signed the contract. I want to make sure these outside planets are in the right place. So when I come down and I do this, I take away the transits. All we're looking at is just you. This is just you. You notice how the green stuff is going on the outside?
Yeah.
This is just you, who you are. But this is what the weather is. The green planets on the outside are the weather. I'll be teaching that in the 5-week course, how to look at the weather. But now it's just about, okay, what is it about you and knowing who you are? But that's what we do. Like I said, the moon magic, the individual readings and all that. That's when we get into the more details to see when's the right time to do something. But now that we have the right date, I'm in the right time for your rising sign. I'm happy. Do you have any tattoos?
Yeah. I have 7 tattoos.
You have 7 tattoos, right?
Yeah, and half my back is tatted. Is one big piece.
And so, okay, watch this. Earlier, didn't we talk about Geminis liking to write?
Yes.
And draw?
Yes, I'm an artist.
And it's your personality. And it's your personality.
I'm a painter.
You're what?
I'm a painter.
Why didn't you display any of your work? You didn't bring. Yeah, she's going. Ladies and gentlemen, Kathy's going to get. Is that? Wait a minute. Hold on. Ooh, yes. Now look, I can look at that. I can look at your chart. That's got some really illicit things going on right there. You know what I mean? Like that's like an instruction guide to tell people where to put it at and stuff like that. I was like, ah. Okay, so did you have any other questions about your chart while I got you on here?
No, I will have to redo my whole chart. Because the last time I did my chart, when I was doing the breakdown, the Bible, I did it with a Scorpio ascending.
Everything's getting ready to change. But look, yeah. How long have you been studying astrology?
Since Sunday.
Would you rather make the change now 6 days later, or would you rather wait 6 years and then be like,
no, I'd rather do it
now. So you know how, so you know. Say what?
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, what made you come to the class? If you've never been studying, wait a minute, did you send me a picture on Instagram too?
Yes, that's me.
Oh, so I was so impressed because like you had 2 screens up and then you were like something about Aries, this, and I was like,
yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. And then you said you got it figured out. So all day I was like, oh, she comes back so we can get the right rising sign. So yes, you're a Gemini rising, use that time. And then you're going to start having the, oh, I think you start having the aha moment. Start having the, oh, okay, this is why this is like this and yada, yada, yada. So, and I also, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say thank you again, but go ahead.
Okay. Are you doing all handwriting or are you copying and pasting over to the Word document?
All old school.
Wow. How many pages? How many pages do you have?
For the whole course?
Yes.
I have...
I want everybody to count their pages. Kathy's going to go first. Let me see how many pages y'all took notes. I want to...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pages.
We got 9 pages in the house. Anybody topping that tonight? We got 9 pages of notes. This is a true soldier right here. And have you went back and watched any of the replays?
The first one. The first class, I did watch the replay twice.
Word?
Yeah, I watched it twice. So the last 2 classes felt more like reviews. for me.
But were they helpful? I need somebody's
Oh
feedback.
yes, absolutely. It's very, very helpful. It's like a blueprint to my life.
Somebody's
So
getting it. Somebody's getting it. Yes, 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 yes. My teacher said. My teacher said she likes to get paid through validation. I like getting money too, but when somebody says they get it, like that was my purpose, was for somebody to say I get it. So who's that trying to stick their afro on the screen? Who was that?
Oh, that's my son. That's my son Achilles.
Have you pulled up his chart yet?
No, I want to study mine first, and then I'll do his.
Okay, good, 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 good. Peace,
Say hi.
peace. What's up?
Hi.
What's your name?
Achilles.
Khalees?
Achilles.
Oh, Achilles. Named after the god. Okay,
Yep.
okay, okay. What you gonna do with all that hair? You gonna get some locks, or what you doing?
What are you gonna do with your hair? We still don't know. We're just letting it grow.
Okay, good, good, good. He's trying to get his Samson on. How old are you, Achilles?
8.
He's ready for astrology next year.
Yes.
Your mother's
He's been
gonna.
watching a little bit.
When Achilles, when's your birthday?
June 15th.
So, what is your sign?
Gemini.
Ah, I can't tell your mother to get you one of these for your birthday yet until you know your sign. Now you gotta know your sign if you want to get something like this for your birthday. This makes you get better grades. This will help you make all the money that you want. You'll be able to buy all the toys. You'll be able to go shopping whenever you want to go shopping. You'll be able to go. You get straight A's in school, man. You get one of these right here. This is it. I wish I had one of these when I was 9 years old, but it took me a little while longer to get one. But I'm gonna Instagram your mother and try to get her to get you one. But you're gonna have to remember what Gemini is, though.
Well, thank you again. My battery is about to die.
All right. I hope I see you.
Yes, you will be hearing from me soon. I'll send you an email.
Okay, cool. Appreciate it. Talk to you later.
All right.
Peace.
Bye.
Peace. All right. Who else did we have in the building? Somebody else has a camera. Okay, what we got going on? Karen and Darwin. I'm trying to pull y'all in tonight. I definitely want to say I appreciate everybody who came in. Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay, okay. I'm looking at the poll, what the values are. Appreciate it. Who's that just popping up here in my screen? Who's that?
Karen.
What's up? What's up? How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm blessed by the best and too sexy to be stressed, just like yourself.
Oh, wait. I lost the page. Okay. I'm back.
So, what you got going on tonight? Talk to me about the course. How many nights have you been here? Have you learned anything? How long you been studying astrology? All of that.
Okay. So, I've been studying astrology on and off for the past year, but I started to actually sit down and read more of it since December. I looked at your webinar on Sunday and tonight. I missed the other 2 nights because of work. But yeah, it's very informative. I like how you break everything down. It definitely gave me a lot more insight on top of what I've been looking at and studying. So
That's what's up. That's what's up.
For that, my problem with me reading my chart is I have 2 dilemmas. One, I don't know how to read my chart as far as my relationship with my mother. And then I don't know how to read my chart as far as me finding my passion in life. Like, what is my drive and what is my purpose for it? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? I feel like I have so many things that I want to do, but I don't know how to pinpoint which one's good.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Well, you already know I'm getting ready to go in real quick. I'll say to somebody on the camera. When's your birthday?
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me camera too. I am. Just give me.
When is your birthday?
Get over and put the.
August 27th, 1990.
No, I'm saying when is your birthday?
My birthday, right?
Yeah, when's your birthday?
Yeah, August 27th, 1990.
August 27th. Oh, oh, wait a minute. And what city and state do you stay in currently?
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Philadelphia is in the building.
Yes, all day.
Oh gosh, here they go. You got a birth time for me?
11:12 a.m.
You know I don't trust that, right?
I know. I listened to the first video.
How do you know I don't trust that? You don't know me. We just
That's
met.
that's what you said. You said it twice. You said it about 2, 3 times in the first webinar. You was like, I don't trust the birthday. You don't know what time you really took your first breath, but that's what it said.
And I'm see, I like when I give the pop quizzes and my students just pass with flying colors. Early. I like that. All right. So if we use have you ever had a problem? Did you break any bones before 12? Have any scars, burn on the arms, shoulders, elbows, collarbones, shoulder blades, or have any problems with your nerves? Or did you have asthma? Anything wrong with the lungs when you were little, before 12?
I had to get stitches in 2 parts of my face, right here on the bridge of my nose and on the side, right by my ear. I also rolled my ankle playing basketball when I was around 11.
When you rolled the ankle, did it break or did it just was a sprain?
It was a sprain.
But
I didn't break any bones until I got to high school.
But the scar on the face, how old were you?
This one, I was 9, right on my nose, and then the one by my ear, I was about 6.
Oh, so that's face. So watch this. You wear glasses or contacts?
No, but I feel like I'm gonna need to soon.
Word them up. Um, doo -doo 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 -doo. Doop, doop. Oh no, that was exactly what I wanted, right? Try that. You like for your clothes. You're a perfectionist. You like your clothes to all be hanging in the right place in the closet when you do clean up, and you can't stand for somebody to tell you that they're going to pick you up at 6 and they're not there at 5:55. Is that true?
That strikes a very huge nerve.
Yes.
Yeah.
You also are the expert at dissecting something too, as far as people know you for tearing it apart. Am I close yet?
Yes, you're pretty hot actually.
Okay, good. 6:15 a.m.
6:15 a.m.
And using the equal house system at astro.com. Ma'am, pretty please.
Yes. I got the memo.
Okay. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying I got the memo from the chat.
Okay. So there's 2 things when you're talking about your relationship with your mother, right?
Mhm.
There's 2 ways to look at it. I'm gonna show you the way you first. You see that the moon represents your mother and it's in the 3rd house, right?
Right.
And it's in Scorpio.
Mhm.
Scorpio rules by Pluto, and Pluto is right there, so it's intense already. Pluto. So you want to one of your things you're going to search is Moon conjunct Pluto. Write that down. Moon conjunct Pluto. But you see the red line that is opposite Mars.
Right.
Mars is aggressive, so we got aggressive on this end, mama on this end. It's been that way your whole life. This is not negative, nor is it positive. It's a balancing act. You can use this to pull you out of the well, or you can pull things down to you to where it gets even uglier. So if you know this, that there's this aggression between you and the mother, and there could be at times passionate dialogue, third house, communication dialogue, emotions, mother, P for passion, then you know you got to make sure that you use discernment before you come up in there with whatever you're getting ready to be talking about to Mom Dukes. You feel me?
Yes.
Okay, now that's the first thing. So you want to look up Moon conjunct Pluto, and you want to look up Moon opposite Mars. Moon opposite Mars. These are called aspects.
Right. Gotcha.
You're going, and just those two are going to clue you in. Oh man, then you're squaring the relationship with your mother. Venus is really, see, you think you're the boss anyway. You think you're the boss, so it may be there's some kind of competition between you and your mother. It doesn't really, my fault. There's no competition, but you and her feel like there's some sort of competition, and she may feel it more than you because she's older than you, and that's just the way it is. So you got to know and build on that square, because that's a lesson that you came in with. You can't change this. Venus is not going to move from the 12th house, and the moon is not going to move from the 3rd house. So these teachers are here to teach you lessons. So even though this teacher's in the 3rd house and this Venus is in the 12th house, they still have a relationship. They're sending each other emails on this hotline. But I always tell people the blue lines are like your steroids and superpowers, and the red lines are more like the challenges. So you got way more superpowers than you got challenges. But
Gotcha.
don't sleep on the challenges.
Right.
And that's one of the things we'll be going into in the 5-week course, is how to read your aspects. But there's no need to look at the aspects unless I give them to you specifically, unless you know that. Let me hear you read this. Come on, let me hear you do your planets. Pop quiz time. You ready? Go. Start with the sun. Where's your sun?
In Virgo. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but what house?
Oh, the 1st house.
So this is how I want you to say: Sun in Virgo in the 1st house. Next.
Okay. Mercury in Virgo in the 1st house. Pluto in Scorpio in the 3rd house.
Nice.
Moon in Scorpio in the 3rd house.
Nice.
Uranus in Capricorn in the 5th house.
My anus is not in Capricorn. I'm just playing. You, you said your anus. My anus is not in Capricorn.
Uranus.
Yeah, Uranus. Thank you.
My bad. My bad. So yeah, that's in Capricorn in the 5th house.
Okay.
The next one is Neptune in Capricorn in the 5th house.
Nice. Good.
And Saturn in Capricorn in the 5th house.
Nice. Continue.
I'm not sure of that one.
North Node.
North Node in Aquarius in the 6th house.
Who is this? What's the North Node about? Since you went to class on Sunday, what's this about? Spiritual destiny. Spiritual destiny.
And the South Node is your karma, right?
Yes, past life karma and personal poisons is exactly opposite, even though they don't have it over here. But it's in Leo. It's in the same degree. So when you see North Node 6 degrees in Aquarius, South Node is 6 degrees in Leo.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha.
Next.
Mars and Taurus in the 9th house.
Your Mars is directly right behind my sun too. You're gonna have a big day on the 18th. Hold on, pause. Time for do some predictions right quick. I don't know what you're doing on the 18th, but you might want to get down on this ritual that's coming up on the 18th. It's the biggest wishing moon of the year, and everything's gonna be sitting right on top of your Mars. So I don't know whether you need any more money or not, but
yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to tell you. I mean, can I finish? I mean, you over there all happy. You mind if I go in for a second?
Go far as you need to.
Okay. But no, this is this is this is May 18th. So May 18th is like you're gonna have a ton of energy. Every May 18th is like big for you. So if you need to get something accomplished, you want to use this as your schedule. So I wouldn't go. I mean, hey, it's on a Monday. I don't know what you do for a living or whether you have to go to work or whatever, but I don't know what you could fall down and hurt your leg or something and just be like, I can't make it, or get off early. But you're gonna have a ton of energy that day with that Mars sitting. That's gonna be a big day for you. So let me know on Tuesday how that went down. Send me an email, but make sure you send me something and be like, yo, this is Karen, and what's up on that ritual for the 18th. Now, I'm doing that for you because I see you. But normally, I keep my rituals for people who are in my Moon Magic program. We do a lot. I give them the jewels. So that's just how I am. Okay, good job. But I'm interested to see how that's gonna work out.
Yeah. Yeah, you got me ready.
All right, then come on, continue.
How do you pronounce that? Is that Chiron?
Chiron. You spell it Chiron, but pronounce it Chiron.
Okay, Chiron. What you saying? Cancer and.
Excellent. Next.
Jupiter, which is in Leo, which is in the 12th house.
Balling out.
Venus is in Leo, which is in the 12th house as well.
This is a money year for you too because Jupiter. Watch when I know I'm not even supposed to be showing y'all this. The webinar is supposed to be over. Some of y'all can go home. Y'all just hanging around, but I know y'all not going anywhere. But it's transit. So Jupiter's also transiting your 12th house right now. So this is some hidden money, some secret money, because you just had a Jupiter return. So the last time that you had energy like this was 12 years ago. So you're about to start a new cycle on August the 8th of this year. That's your new financial year, and your new 12-year cycle starts August the 8th. So you need to be preparing all new services and products to be ready to be going to the market in August of 2015. And so from August 2015 to August 2016 is all eyes on Karen. But the big and it's going to be prosperity because people are going to want to spend money with you, but you need to get prepared. So there's no more shucking and jiving, there's no playing around. I don't care whether you're setting it up on the internet, whatever it is, you need to. I mean, you are working on something right now. This tells me you're working on something. If it's in your head and you ain't put no action toward it, then you got a problem. So I highly suggest Moon Magic. But you need to be getting ready because when August gets here, it's going to be all eyes on you. Plus, Jupiter's going to hit your sun in Virgo next year. So you're popular this year. You're going to be really popular after that. But then from 2016 to 2017, that's your big come up. That's your personal money hit the jackpot year. So you need to, I'm glad that you're studying this. You're much more serious. But I want you to Google Jupiter transiting the 12th house. Jupiter transiting the 12th house. Because remember, these green planets are the transits. And wherever Jupiter's at is the money, honey. So I want you to Google Jupiter transiting the 12th, Jupiter transiting the 1st, Jupiter transiting the 2nd. Now, that's like, I'm not even gonna put a dollar value on it, but I just did a semi 3-year financial projection on you. I showed you how to look it up yourself. So I like being empowered. So, but that's one of the things that I do when I do an individual reading for people is I look at what's the 3-year financial projection and how do you capitalize on it. And it's going to be money that you're making through your efforts, not partnerships. But don't spend this bread, just make it. What did I just say?
Don't spend it, just make it.
Yeah, this is that money in the bag, stick it up under the mattress, all of that. And then the year after that is the time to buy another car. But then it's good because you're going to get your money before your Saturn return comes. because it's going to be like 3 years before your Saturn return happens. So you already have your money, so you can sit back. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to have this as your nest egg before you go through your transformation. What are you, 25 now, 24?
I turned 25 in August.
Right. So, yeah. Oh, man. Got some good stuff going on here, kiddo. Was that helpful?
Yes, it really was. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. So, will I be? Can I look forward to seeing you in this month's Moon Magic, or you playing around? What's up?
No, you'll see me.
Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. All right. I'm gonna holler at you. Let me get back over here to Big D. All right.
All right. Have a good one.
All right. Peace. La Familia. La Familia.
Hey.
Familia. My family. They got my fam. I love y'all. 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 Woo, they got my family. That's my family right there. That's my family right there. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What y'all doing, man?
We doing good.
Doing good, man. We following you and we appreciate all you doing. Show you nuts.
Yes.
Coming along. Kenny had a question.
Come on.
I wanted to know if there's like a relationship between like my chart and like family members' charts, like people that are related to me, like if we're some way connected.
The children ask the best questions. So watch this. So who's that sitting to your right? That's your little brother?
Yes.
So what's your birthday?
Me?
Yeah.
It was August 9th.
So he's a Leo, right?
Yeah.
And what's your birthday?
January 9th.
So you're a Capricorn, right?
Yes.
So look on your chart and look where the Leo house is. What house is Leo on your chart?
5th. His is the 10th.
Okay, good. So what's your name in the white shirt? What's your name?
Shane?
Okay, Shane. So Shane, you look for Capricorn on your chart. And little mama, you look for Capricorn and Leo on your chart. And I want you to draw a circle. Everybody should draw a circle in Capricorn and in Leo and write the name of the brother. So if you're already in that chart, then you got to put your name in there. So you know your son is already in Leo. So in Capricorn, you're going to write down a circle and put your brother's name there. And then in Darwin, you do the same thing because you're looking at these are your children, but they're also your teachers. So you're going to draw a circle and write the name in. Little mama, when your birthday? What's your sign?
January 2nd.
So another Capricorn. So there's going to be 2 circles in Capricorn, 1 circle in Leo, and Darwin, when's your birthday?
January 28th.
So, and then 1 circle would put daddy in there, big D, in Aquarius. So everybody, so now what you just wrote is, I know where this person is in my chart. So I'm gonna start all the way on the right, my right, which is y'all's left. So your brother, who is a Leo, he's in what house to you on your chart?
5th.
No, you're the Leo. Your brother's a Capricorn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we actually don't have
our actual birth charts on the other charts. We've been taking notes on the charts so we can learn the basics first.
Okay, that's good. I'll take it like that. That's still fine because we'll just look at it as if that is your chart. Okay. So if Aries is on the first house, right?
Yes.
Capricorn's on the 10th house, right?
Yes.
So if your brother is bringing his sun sign, like if you are a Capricorn and your brother is a Leo, then that means he's in your 5th house of fun. He's supposed to be teaching you about fun, willpower, him being the boss. He could be kind of bossy. You know, you already know what he's about because he's every characteristic of the 5th house. And then your sister, your sign is, what'd you say again?
Capricorn.
Capricorn.
So now she's in the 10th house. She's the superstar. She's the model. She takes the best pictures. That's what she's supposed to be doing in front of the camera. She's supposed to be there. Both of you, and the big brother, he's a Capricorn, so he's in the 10th house. There's the fame. And then your daddy, he's in your 11th house. All of you children, your father is in your 11th house. And the 11th house is what? Knowledge. Knowledge. He got y'all sitting down getting knowledge tonight. Now that's ballerific right there. I got to record the screen right here. I'm about to go crazy. I got to send this to Miss Kathy. Hold on for a second. Watch what I'm about to do. We'll send this to, hold on, 3, 2, 1. Hey, Master Shia, Master Gibson, I'm teaching my astrology course, and Darwin has all of his children in class. Everybody say peace to Master Gibson and Miss Kathy.
Peace, Master Gibson.
Hold up your papers and show them what you're studying. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yes. I like that. Yeah, just a little brief right there. Big shouts out to the Tybro family. All right, peace right there. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna send that to you. I'm gonna send that to you, Darwin, too, so you can have that. You can post it. I did a little screen capture. So
appreciate that. Yeah, so I got my son in the 9th house. So I got that little teacher in me too. So trying to share that knowledge with my kids.
Exactly. So you have it. And so this is the whole thing. It's all about living it. It's all about being what you see in the chart. So that was a good question. Did I answer the question for you?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Did anybody else have a question? No way, I got a question. What was your favorite part about the class tonight?
Learning what my brothers and sisters are, like how their personality is more deeper in perspective.
Oh man, yes. What about you, little mama? What'd you learn?
I liked learning all the symbols and the houses.
Oh, nice. So you learned the keywords?
Huh?
Did you learn like the keywords? Tell me what you got on your paper. Read to me what you. Hold on. I want to go back. I need another recording of this right here. You can ready to go in. I want to know. Wait a minute. Hold on. 3, 2. Okay. Tell me what you learned tonight, and read to me what were some of the things you learned about your chart and your houses that you were telling me about.
I got the first house is Aries. The second house is Taurus. The third house is Gemini. The fourth house is Cancer. The fifth house is Leo. The sixth house is Virgo. The seventh house is Libra. The eighth house is Scorpio. The ninth house is Sagittarius. The 10th house is Capricorn. The 11th house is Aquarius. And the 12th house is Pisces.
Yes. What's the first house? Tell me the first house. I didn't hear that one.
Aries.
And tell me one characteristic of Aries, of the first house.
Leader.
Stop giving her the answer. That's the cut that out. I mean, that's the big brother. He's supposed to look out for his little sister. Tell me something about the second house. Let her answer about herself.
I didn't write down the personality. Personalities.
Money. Personal value. Put some dollar signs. Everybody write dollar signs in the second house. Write down dollar signs in the second house. The third house is like texting, because I know all of y'all be texting, so that's the third house is texting. The fourth house is feelings and magic. I want to make sure you get it. Fourth house is feelings and magic. The fifth house is the leader and fun and children and pride. That's like the captain of the football team or the head cheerleader. You're on the top of the pyramid. And the sixth house is work and health. Work, health. That's your job. The seventh house is relationships and partnering, contracts. Mayat, M-A''A''T. I know all of y'all know who Mayat is.
Can you repeat that, please? The seventh house.
The seventh house is relationships, partnering, and Ma'at, contracts. M-A''A''T. Then the eighth house is your wants and desires. Wants, desires, transformations. Other people's money. That's the lottery. Community money. You can put dollar signs over there too, but the dollar signs in the second house is your money. The dollar signs in the third and the eighth house is other people's money. The ninth house is your teaching and going to school, getting a college education, traveling internationally. Anywhere you got to drive over 4 hours, that's international travel. The 10th house is fame. I'm gonna live forever. Fame. That's your career. That's how other people see you. No, that's your public. That's the public house. And the 11th house is knowledge. I know. I know. That's your books. That's all your network. That's Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram. That's the Boy Scouts. Any clubs or groups you join. And the 12th house is secrets. 12th house is religion, meditation. Anytime you're meditating, you're going into the 12th house. And then the first house is my personality. I am. Who I am is the body of the car. Everybody got that?
Sir.
Yes, thank you.
Can I get a check? You got it? Say check.
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 Nice.
Check. Thank you.
Aren't each house like each hour that the boat of Ra goes through in the river of night? I think.
What is that?
You have to ask, say that louder to him.
Isn't like each house an hour that the boat of Ra goes through the river of night?
Every 2 hours.
Yeah, every 2 hours.
Yes, sir. Where'd you learn that at?
A book.
What's the name of it?
It's like a fiction book, but
Perfect Jackson.
no. Oh yeah, it's called The Red Pyramid.
The Red Pyramid.
Nice. Nice. My family is hot. Darwin, you over there doing it up, baby. Big shouts out to my man. That's what I'm talking about. When did you read that? When did you read that book?
About 2 years ago.
Wow. Wow. If you find it, take a picture of it and tell your father to email it to me or text it to me, because I need to read that. Because if you read it, then I want to read it. What I'm sorry, go ahead.
He reads a lot of books.
More than you?
Yep.
Wow. Who reads the most?
Shane.
What's the largest number of page book you read in one day?
I read about 600-page book in one day.
You didn't have anything else to do. I see you had a right? Nah, that's good, man. Nerds rule the world. Just remember that. Nerds rule the world. What was the name of that book? 600 pages.
It was The Heroes of Olympus, the Blood of Olympus. It's a series.
Percy Jackson.
Oh, okay. Nice. Okay, so nobody else is the reader. You doing all the reading by yourself?
Now Jackie just finished the book yesterday, so she gets it in too. Yeah.
Okay, Jackie, what you just get finished reading?
Percy Jackson and the Olympians.
You just got finished reading?
The Titans curse.
Okay. So now I want to know. This is my last question, and I got to go see if anybody else wants to talk to me tonight. But something that does astrology like something that y'all really interested in, or was it because Daddy said we gonna all go to class tonight?
Well,
Middle.
the last one was at first, but as soon as I like saw it and start to understand it, I got like interested and I really liked it.
Oh, so now you telling me that now you telling me you want one of these right here, right? Now you want one of these?
Yeah. I told my dad yesterday when we was watching to look at the page to see the prices.
Oh, how old are you?
I'm 14.
You can afford your own. It's only $100, brother. That's chump change. That's chump change.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 4 or
Right.
5
So now
lawns this summer.
that's only 5 yards. You know what I mean? That's 5 yards. You know, you go out there $20 a piece, $25 a piece, and big yards, $40, whatever. Look, this is also your hustle too. Make sure you charge them $40 and then let them talk you down because you're not leaving there without 20. So you say, hey, I'll cut it for 50, and they may say, okay. Then they may say, well, will you take 30? You'd be like, okay, I'll take it. So,
Well, I shoveled a driveway one time for 60.
You did what for? Oh, see, that nobody wanted to come out there. Hey, he's an entrepreneur. I like that right there. Good. So when you get your board, make sure you send me a picture. They got them for 50 too. So they got them for 50, one for 60, and then they got one for 100. But be careful though, because if the little pieces break, like these little pieces right here, like these little pieces, the bag, like you can't fix these. If the little thing comes out the end, you can't fix it. So then you have to buy a whole set. It's like $15. So that's why I had to buy another board. Said no. I wish I could have glued it back in there, but it wouldn't glue. All right, fam. I'm gonna see y'all soon. I hope I'm gonna have to come to Nashville and kick it with y'all. Y'all doing all right? When do y'all get out of school?
2 weeks. Like 1-2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Okay, y'all want to go? If I come down there in June, y'all want to go to the Bicentennial Park and do something?
Yes.
Yeah. She was there the last time. She knows what's happening.
Let's get it in, Coach.
All right, fam. I'm gonna talk. That's right. I'm gonna talk to y'all later, man. I love y'all.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Peace.
Peace and love, man.
Yeah. Why do, fam?
Why do?
Oh man. Y'all want to know why I do what I do? Woo. Karen said, "How did you know my birth time wasn't correct?" I really like that question right there. Because when I asked you the question during in the verification, it wasn't when I asked you the questionnaire about what happened to you before you were 12 years old, you said no. So I asked you, we agreed on what was the original scar. So I was looking for something in the 8th place, which is the 8th house, which is scarring. So you told me where you had the scars at, and so that's how I calculated it from there. But the original time you gave me, the first thing I asked you about, you said you didn't have any issues with the arms or nerve endings or anything like that. The first thing you said was on my nose and on my face. So that's Aries on the 8th. I see you in class. That's another lesson, but yeah. All right. Okay. Who else? Who else has a question for me? Absolutely, Jomo. Beautiful family, man. Big shouts out to Darwin for letting the fam come through. Okay, Tara, I see you. I'm bringing in one more person. It takes a little while for a person to actually come in, so I just requested one more person, and then I'm gonna let y'all get out of here. Big ups to everybody who's like still in the building. And Karen, for the record, like there's some practice that's got to be done. Like I didn't learn that in my first 10 years of doing astrology. It doesn't mean it's going to take 10 years, but it was the teacher who taught me that. I had to wait until I got to that teacher. But I learned it kind of fast because I knew my basics. So that's why I'm trying to give you all the basics. So remember, the purpose of this course is the children, and so you can do astrology charts in your head, all right? So you can have your keywords for the head. And if y'all saw me cry, that's because the mission is complete. I mean, now I gotta go to the next mission, but to children, taking my class, oh man, that's how I'm people don't understand how passionate I am about this science, and about how intent I am on the children getting this. So it's something that I am really serious about. Yes. I'm just looking in the room and I'm waiting for Tara to come on. She has her hand up and I'm waiting. Do I have another poll for the I've asked everybody, oh, would you recommend this course to someone else? That's what I wanted to ask everyone. Would you recommend the course to someone else? I'm also going to put back up the homework so everyone can download the homework. Darwin and the youth, make sure everybody gets a copy of this. Make sure when you download this, they print this out and do your homework. Everybody needs to do their homework. All right. Who else is in the chat? You're welcome, Karen. Miss Goddess Body. Moon magic changed the game for me. I experienced a great monumental shift through the structure it granted and all the extras. Candle dresses, Napoleon Hill, definite purpose are some things that attribute the shift to. Anyone teetering on MM28, don't sleep. Oh. I love it when somebody's coming back and they have something good to say about the experience that they had with Moon Magic 28. Yeah, we're gonna have even more fun. Is anybody else seeing this? Seeing that glare up there? Like, that's kind of different. I've been in here 3 nights and I haven't seen that. I wonder who that is. Hopefully it's my grandmother. Does anybody else have any comments, questions, or feedback before we get out of here? I'm still trying to let Tara come on. She may have another question. I'm scrolling back. Val, if you want to see the beginning of the class, all you have to do is the replay will be sent out to everyone 1 hour after class tonight. How can I see what planets are transiting on my chart? Pamela, you have to come over here to the house and I'll show you, because I'm not going to show you because then you'll be trying to do more stuff. I'll show you when you show me you got your basics. When you say, yo, I'm ready for you to show me, I got all my planets memorized, show me my transits, and you pass a pop quiz, and I'll show you where that's at. but I'm definitely not getting ready to go in on that. Is May 18th a great day for Karen or for everybody? Everybody. May 18th is huge. May 18th is going to be the new moon in Taurus. Man, like the moon is our closest neighbor. That's why I keep telling you about this moon magic. This next one is going to contain the biggest wishing moon of the year. For the last 5 years, I've been watching this moon, and this is how I operate. I do a ritual every year on the new moon, and it's not always on the 18th. For the last four years, it's been in April, but we had 2 new moons in Pisces, which pushed it over. And it's the first day of the Mercury retrograde. Not the, like, it's when Mercury starts to move backwards, but Mercury retrograde is already started. Let me make that announcement. We're already in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. Do not panic. Everything is fine. Everybody relax. But if you want to do some extra homework, the thing is with Mercury retrograde on the internet, when you're looking it up, they're always trying to, I don't want to say they're trying to scare you, but they're always like, they don't have the most positive things to say about it. I love it. Yo, keep water away from your computer. See the computer, my computer's over here, my water's over here. You're gonna need to back up your hard drive. Back up your hard drive, right? Make sure all of your phone numbers are saved somewhere in the cloud or uploaded somewhere, all right? Don't don't let it lean. Listen, don't trust it. Get a protective case for your phone because you could drop it. All right. So that is so good. Put some shungite too in the bottle. Make sure your insurance is paid on everything, especially on your car, and nobody's moving in the car if they do not have their seatbelt on. This is the time for car accidents. It's okay, just make sure you got your seatbelt on and drive defensively. Leave on time, you may be late. And I always tell people to breathe before you reply to someone. Breathe before you reply. Don't just jump out there and just start talking. You say something fast. Be careful of what you're texting because you can't get it back. There was another question. Pamela said, Essence Hayes asked a question about a back injury and Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune in the 4th house. Remember what I told you to do earlier? You have to go Google it. So you're going to Google Saturn in the 4th, Uranus in the 4th, Neptune in the 4th. But you know what the planets are if you came to class last night, and you know what the houses are if you came to class on Thursday. And so everything's got all these keywords. And then you got the signs, and they have their keywords. So you start making sentences, start making basic sentences. I can see I'm gonna have to do another one of these classes. Yeah, I'm gonna put it together. But the 5-week course, it stretches out, and it's not gonna be in webinar format. It's gonna be in video format, and it's gonna be like with instructions, so you can keep on going back and studying the charts. It's gonna have illustrations. Like, I'm not gonna try to make it too crazy, but I'm trying to make it as basic as I can in order for, and in the course, guess what? Then you get to ask me all those little personal questions about your charts, okay? So this is a complimentary class. It's not free. It's a complimentary class, and I appreciate everybody who contributed to coming, making this a success by just being here. It's been wonderful. I don't know why I can't get Tara to come on. I don't know. She's not making it, but I think we're about to get out of here. Thank you, Essence Hayes, for your question. Will my question be answered during Moon Magic 28 regarding scars and past karma? Karma and scars is concerning your astrological reading. But if you get the package, hold on. If you get the astrology and the moon magic, then the answer is yes. Because remember, a normal reading is 175. 1 month of moon magic is 125. That's $300, right? I'm saying keep 51. I'm saying I give that package to people for $200, and for the webinar special only is the only place I'm giving this code out. Keep 51. If you type in keep 51, I think somebody's on their phone. You're not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to try to get on. If you type in keep 51 as the code for that package, you get it for $149. It's a $300 package. I normally sell for $200, and if you put keep 51 in, you get it for $149. You get a full reading, and you get a full 1 month of moon magic. So that means all the karma questions, the scar, the transits, the 3-year financial projection, the power days, you get all of that for just $149. I don't even want to sound salesy. Just me saying that, but I'm not even emphasizing. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. If you just want to get the reading for $175, that's fine. If somebody does do that, if you do just get a reading, I'm going to put you in moon magic. I got a client coming tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. I got a client coming this week who doesn't even know about moon magic. If you're listening, then now you know how to get the special, right? I talked to you on the phone today. If you want to get the special, now you can come to my house, get a reading, and get moon magic for $149. Val says what? I'm registered. Val, you in the building? What's the significance of the blood moon and the red moon? Marketing. Marketing. They started talking about blood moons and red moons 3 years ago. What about 1972? They weren't talking. So there weren't any blood moons in 1972. There weren't any blood moons in 1940. There weren't any blood moons in the 1800s. I don't. It's marketing, man. It's cool. Whatever they say on the internet, whatever they say, man. They're looking for readers and they're looking for traffic. That's fine. Tarot. Maybe you should try. Maybe you should try. What do you call that? Firefox instead of Safari. But I gotta let people go because people are like falling out like flies. I was not meaning to do 3 hours a night. I'm long-winded. My bad. I apologize. What was my other poll? Would you recommend this course to somebody else? Thank you very much. And then I was asking, did you learn something? So I'm really happy about that. Are we learning any? Have you learned anything new yet? So far, what I shared been helpful. I think I posted this. Have you learned anything new tonight? I'm just getting all my questions out before we leave. I appreciate y'all being my first audience. You know, this is my first webinar. Like, I started on Sunday. I just got this package, Webinar Jams. If you're interested in doing Webinar Jams and you want to do this for yourself, please get in contact with me. It could be very profitable for you. And if you got a message you want to get out, man, like this is the way of the future. So get in contact with me. Hello at Coach Khayr. Hello at CoachKhayr.com. All right. No more questions. Jomo, and you got my number, man. You probably have 50,000 readings. I'm just joking. It would be my pleasure to read your chart. Tarot. Something is just like it's just not letting you get in. send me an email and we'll just do a private chat or something, and I'll just do a one-on-one with you for like 10 minutes, all right? So shoot me an email, and then we'll just do a hangout because this is not working. All right, I appreciate y'all for coming through. She's trying too, like she's hitting the button like every second. She's just like bam, 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 but it won't bring her on. Maybe this hopefully this last time, but I gotta let y'all go. I definitely appreciate everybody who stuck into the end. So that means I give everybody a shout. Ashley's in the building. Anthony stayed to the end. Pamela, Toure, Falona Jones, Jomo stayed to the end. Trevor, Kamal, Val, Rich stayed to the end. Samira's in the building. Strong Army down there in Orlando. Andrea's in the building. Alma's in the building. Essence Hayes, Flex, Tina, Tariq. Is that Tariq? Is that Tariq? Is that Tariq over in Charlotte? Tariq Bay, Destiny Grind, who's getting ready to come up and do a webinar with me soon. Andrea, I loved all your questions tonight. I appreciate it. Love you. Alma's in the building. Essence Hayes, Flex, Vanessa, Kathy still watching. I don't know whether the screen died or not. Big shouts out to Kathy, Val, Karen. Oh, I want to show this to Val. She's inked up. I don't know, maybe she like, yeah. Can I get some color? Val, can you recommend someone who I can get some color on my ma'at? Can you touch this up for me? I always want to like put some gold. I want to like bring the sun out. If that's something that you can help me with, just let me know. Yeah. I don't know. Or like, or should I just leave it brown and just leave it one color? Okay. I'm just saying. Tukes and Tara and Carolyn, Michelle, thank you all. I appreciate all of y'all for coming out. It was excellent. Thanks. Kathy saying good night. Tara said good night. That's right. Catch me in another way. All right. Of course, we're going to take it out with a commercial. If you haven't heard what Moon Magic is all about, that's how we're going to end it tonight. I love y'all. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I probably will be having a Moon Magic webinar on Monday just so everybody can see what the program is all about. All right? So I'll be sending you an email, and I'll check y'all out on Monday. All right, peace.